I woke up this morning with those Statesboro blues. Well, not really. My name's Jake Hallman, and I wake up every morning in Statesboro. I live here. And for more than 20 years, I've been part of the incredible music tradition that is Statesboro. That tradition starts with original bluesman Blind Willie McTell, stretches through the legendary Emma Kelly, and even to modern country hitmakers like Luke Bryan and Cole Swindell. And then there's the next generation, bands like Blue Voodoo, Daniel Navarro, Michael and Boney, Piano, and the Orange Constant. They all got their start here and called Statesboro home. Chris Mitchell is one of the most in-demand musicians in the state of Georgia, not only for his performing skills, but also as an educator and industrialist. This guitar is one of several models of guitars and amps that his company manufactures right here in Statesboro. We sat down to talk with him about what makes Statesboro's music scene so special.
I can mostly speak of the more recent history of music in Statesboro. For example, I've been performing in Statesboro since 1993, and I have seen the music scene change. It is really a good place to, if you're traveling abroad, Statesboro is a good music town to stop to if you want to see live music, because there's always bands playing from one club or one venue or on one stage or another. And there's always great things happening at the PAC or things at the Emma Kelly Theater. And those are the things that I've seen change that have really brought in some more national and regional artists, as well as university. But the interesting thing was in 1993, there were a lot of smaller clubs that would do independent bands. So you had a lot of regional acts come in that were doing a lot of original music. A little while back, I was doing an interview at the Georgia Theater in Athens, and that was one thing I talked about. You know, Georgia's music history is not just pretty good. It's incredible when you think of the artists that have come out of Georgia. And then you think about, okay, well, who's the best blues jam rock band in history? Well, it's the Allman Brothers. Okay, who's the greatest soul guy in history? Oh, it's James Brown. Who's the greatest R&B? Oh, it's Ray Charles. You know, who's the most unique alternative? Oh, that would be REM. So I always say to people, you know, in Georgia music, whenever we do a genre, we just define the genre. That's what we do. We own it. We own the genre. And of course, Statesboro has its very own Blind Willie McTell, and you know, there have been countless movies and things and works like Francis Ford Coppola and people like Taj Mahal and the Allman Brothers who have covered his music. So it's a really rich musical heritage that we have, and Statesboro is a big part of that. So it's great for tourism to come and see all these live music and live venues and things like that, and to also see maybe some historical spots where Blind Willie played. You know, obviously you got folks like Luke Bryan and Cole Swindell who went to Georgia Southern, and you know, obviously myself. And people forget too, even going back further, people like Tony Arata, who wrote The Dance by Garth Brooks, Georgia Southern graduate. And so there's been a lot of folks over the history of time that have come out of Statesboro and done great things. And you know, right now I've done some shows with Archie Jordan here recently, and Archie wrote a lot of hits for Ronnie Millsap. He wrote, you know, It Was Almost Like a Song and things like that. And it was just, you know, huge hits that the people that are local musicians and people that are from this area. And I think it has to do with how rich our music heritage is in Georgia. But I think one of the big attractions of Statesboro is that you can actually see a lot of live music from, you know, up and coming people. So maybe it'll be the next, Garth Brooks. Maybe it'll be the next Jimi Hendrix. Maybe it'll be the next Eric Clapton out there that, you know, that's playing that's maybe college age or a little bit older. So I think that when people travel to Statesboro, I think that really go to your local restaurants and clubs that are also booking musicians and find out what's out there, what kind of music they play, what does this local scene have to offer, and find out who the local bands are when they're playing. And of course, you know, you ask around enough shops and people will tell you who they are and where they are, where to find them.
Georgia's a musical state, and Statesboro is a musical city. From big name performances to intimate acts, Broadway to dubstep, nearly everyone spends some time here in Statesboro, and you should too. I'm Jake Hallman. Come visit us in Statesboro.